Hey guys, for this section, I quickly want to talk to you about Ketchup. Ketchup is a company that uploads games to the App Store, but I really like them because they basically do what I've been teaching you throughout the course. They upload very simple games, they focus on optimization, and they focus on marketing their own games within their own games and also monetizing them through ads. But the amazing thing about these guys is that they have been in the top 10 a few times already with several of their games. So I quickly wanted to show it to you guys in the App Store to see if we can find what are the things that they're doing right. So I'm just gonna search for Ketchup. Okay, so here's Ketchup. I actually want to go to their profile, so I'm gonna click on an app and then go to the profile. These are all the games they have. You may have seen some already. In here there's a lot of them. I mentioned 2048 in the course. I think I also mentioned Make Them Jump in the course, but there are so many of them. I sometimes just come here and start downloading to see how simple they are. Swipe the Arrows I think was in the top 5, and it's so simple. Also Make Them Jump, it is really easy to do. It's a simple game, and it was also in the top 10. Now this one here, Don't Touch the Spikes. I remember it came out at roughly the same time when all the Flappy Bird fever was going on. And I just remember thinking it was such a cool take on it, and it was very creative, and also it got to the top 5 as well of most downloaded. So I'm just gonna open it to show it to you guys. So they have a launch screen and they say Ketchup, and they had another logo in there. Now in here, the main menu. Okay, so as you can see here, this is what I was waiting for. This first pop-up ad, look at the top. It says new Ketchup, new game, right? And then Fruit Splash, play now. So they are advertising their own apps within their apps. The pop-up ad that comes up, they don't send you to another random app. They know that they have a lot of users and a lot of downloads in most of their apps, and so they just keep on advertising all their new apps within their apps, and that's why most of their apps get so many downloads. So I'm just gonna tap anywhere here, and it's gonna load a little bit. And it's gonna, instead of taking me to the App Store, it's just gonna pop up with the App Store app in here. So I could just see it, I get all the screenshots, I get the description. Now the description for these apps, Ketchup usually does very short descriptions. This is actually a very long one for them. Sometimes they literally just do 1 or 2 lines. Now, I wouldn't recommend that to you guys yet because, well, we don't have a lot of users yet. These guys can get away with it because they don't get the downloads convincing people through their descriptions. They mainly get them through advertising and optimization. But anyway, in here you can just go through it, and I would see the version history. It only has one version uploaded by these guys. Now, I'm just gonna cancel it. And I'm gonna dismiss the ad so we can see this. Now the main menu, this one has actually gotten a little bit more complicated, or has gotten a little bit more of extra features since it first came out. But basically, starting on the left at the top, you can, with this one at the top here, you can play with another person, so a 2-player game. Then the one below that is called Duel, where you can just, have some sort of mini games, I think. But the one below that is the Game Center challenges, and below that is the Game Center leaderboards. Both of these are Apple's natives. For example, I press on the challenges or achievements. Sorry, it's the achievements. But in here you can tap as well on leaderboards, achievements, and challenges. The game doesn't have challenges, but definitely these ones, you have no idea how easy they are to implement if you are uploading to the App Store. So if you have games, I definitely recommend you have a leaderboard, and you also have some challenges or achievements, because it can help or it can make users have to come back to try to keep on getting more. Now there's a few other options, but there's on the right, the bottom two are the ones that I also wanted to talk about. The second one from the bottom, this one that I'm showing you, that is the store or the shop where you can have in-app purchases. So yeah, basically you can buy this candy, which is like their consumables, at $2, $3, $7, and $9, right? And then it says restore ads purchase, but that's something that you have to do if you're uploading on iOS. The one below that, that's really interesting. It says no ads. So when I tap it, instead of telling me pay $5 or pay $2 to remove ads, check what happens. I tap it, and then straight away I'm just offered, enter your password or Touch ID, and if I do it, I'm already charged money. So I don't even know. I could just put my fingerprint right now, and that means I just purchased the app or the no ads. That is actually really clever. I mean, it's tricky, I guess, but it is really clever, because I'm sure they must have gotten so many purchases without people actually knowing. Now, I also wanted to talk about the simplicity of the main menu. So what happens? It says tap to jump. So when I start tapping, all that's gonna happen is that everything is gonna fade away and the game is gonna start. I'll tap now, right? So I was already on the main screen of the game, and the only thing that happened is, the main menu faded away and I started. So that's a very small amount of screens that need to be designed or thought out. In here, again, I have achievements and I have leaderboards. I can also share the game if I want on, social media, and then I can press replay. And I just want to show you again how easy, how the main menu works. It's super simple. And yeah, then, you lose, you can share, you replay. It's all one screen. It's just clever. They just kept it really simple, very easy to make. And this game was in the top 10 in the world. They make a ton of money with this game. And below you can see the ad banner. I'm gonna tap on book now, for example. What I just did, that's an impression. Like I talked before in the monetization section, I just tapped it. In here, if I were to take action and do, join the workshop, for example, that would be a click-through. But right now I'm just gonna say done and dismiss it. So basically I just made Ketchup a little bit of money with that, with that impression.